Thank you. You may be seated. We welcome you to the Village Tech Graduation Ceremony 2021-2022. Hi, my name is Robert Johansson, Assistant Superintendent here at Village Tech Schools. It is my privilege to welcome all staff, parents, family guests, and online viewers to this jubilant occasion. Before I begin with the welcomes, I have been asked by Mr. Arista for a special moment for a unique purpose. Working with these graduates, he knows them very well. He has a huge heart for their success. This is his crowning achievement, celebrating their success as they walk across the stage. You could say these are his babies. He has asked that we, as a Village Tech family, create time this evening for a moment of silence with graduates who will mindfully honor those parents, loved ones, that will not be present tonight physically, but were very vital to their success. As a show of support and supporting these graduates, please join me and them in this moment of silence. Thank you. I would like to say thank you to Concord Church members and staff for the use of their beautiful facilities for our graduation event. It's such a phenomenal place. It's such a good reflection of such a great occasion. I welcome the school board, represented on stage here by Justin Gobert, and thank them for their commitment that they have in their support for our community, parents, students, and staff. I welcome Superintendent David Williams and administration and thank them for leading the best to be the best at what we do. I welcome the staff of Village Tech Schools. We are all here tonight because it takes all of us to get to this place. I welcome each and every parent, family member, and guest. Tonight, the culmination of your endless support, care, and love shows in each smiling face in front of me. All of us, doing our part made this night possible for our graduates. Lastly, I welcome each and every young person waiting eagerly to get across this stage and complete one huge phase of their life, and then begin another. You are the center of all this attention. Thank you. Would you please stand while Jenna Ingram presents the national anthem?
Oh, say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the
Good evening. My name is Andy Ingram. I've had the privilege of serving as the post-secondary advisor this year at Village Tech Schools. And this evening, it is my honor to introduce the first student speaker of the evening. This young woman is perhaps the most diligent student I have ever known. Her initiative and determination served her well in accomplishing two major goals in high school: earn the distinction of valedictorian and earn a full-ride scholarship to college. She applied and was accepted to more than 20 universities. She applied to more than 70 scholarships. She was offered more than $1.5 million in scholarships, including the prestigious and highly competitive Terry Foundation Scholarship that she will use to attend the University of Texas at Dallas. It is my pleasure and privilege to welcome to the stage the Village Tech School class of 2022 valedictorian, Nicole Iwala.
On behalf of the class of 2022, I would like to welcome family, friends, faculty, and staff. Thank you so much for being here today to celebrate the hard work and accomplishments of the class of 2022. My name's Nicole, and I'm excited and honored to be standing in front of you here today, and beyond grateful for everything the VT administration and community members have done to support the class of 2022. I would like to take a moment to thank the people that have helped bring me to where I am today. I would like to thank my family and also all of my teachers from freshman to senior year. The teachers here at VT go above and beyond for their students. My teachers made a difference in my life every day I came to class. You make VT a unique charter school. I would like to give a shout out to my internship mentors, Andrea Gwen, Omar Salinas, and Chell Stevens, and to the interns I've stayed in contact with, Kevin, Janelia, and Min. Thank you for being supportive during the college application process. Thank you to my academic advisor, Mr. Ingram, for always providing good academic and college-related support. Lastly, I would like to thank God for helping me get through high school, no matter what was going on at school or at home. God is the epitome of love, and he is the constant in a world full of chaos. When the world seems bleak, I remind myself that I still have God, and life becomes a little bit more bearable. I hope that all the good memories we had here will stay with us as we continue our lives as we graduate high school today. I will remember when Mayla would let me sit on her jacket in PE class so I wouldn't have to sit on the grass. I will remember the entertaining conversations Amaya and I had when we left the classroom to go somewhere else to work. And I will never forget when Anna and Brandon would try to help me understand slang words like chuggy and sus. Thank you. They were like Gen Z vocabulary teachers to me. Not only will we carry memories, but also the lessons we learned. Even though we have all said under our breath that we would never use any of the 7 habits after high school, I know at least half of you will think of the phrase, put first things first in learning how to manage your time, or sharpen the saw in pursuing a new hobby. I'm not going to discuss the 7 mainstream Covey habits, but only the mini habit of making wildly important goals. This is going to be the main theme of the rest of my speech. I don't know if I can give a speech without mentioning goals. For me, that is the secret to success. Now, I know what you're thinking. Any speech with the word goal in it sounds cheesy. Many speeches about goals are directed at individuals younger than we are. But goal setting should be a lifelong habit and a larger priority for adults and kids. Think about it. Your entire school journey from pre-K to 12th grade is extremely coordinated. You go from one grade level to the next. After high school, how the rest of your life is going to look is dependent on you. You don't have to attend college for 4 years or go to college at all. You don't have to get a job at a set time. You don't have to live with a parent or guardian. The options of what your day-to-day life will look like increase. Goals help us plan the future. They help us take advantage of every year, every month, and every day. Yes, life will throw its curveballs, and you won't accomplish every goal you make. Some goals are going to change, and that's okay. But don't change your ability to persevere. COVID-19 has taught us that. I'm going to end with one of my favorite quotes from Clive Staples Lewis. You are never too old to set another goal or to dream a new dream. The end of your high school journey is the beginning of another journey. For many of you going to college, you're going to be freshmen again. Those who are entering the workforce are beginning at entry-level positions and working their way up. My hope for this class is that you stay inquisitive and that you keep longing for something new even when you start to grow gray hair. You won't be on earth for eternity. Make every day worthwhile and leave earth executing all your goals and dreams. I wish you all the best in your endeavors. Thank you.
I'm glad the lights are this bright, so I really can't make eye contact, or else I'd lose it. Rojo, I may have to tag you in on this, all right? Good evening. My name is Adrian Arista. I am the facilitator for Studio 12, the home of 12G and the Senior Summit. I have the amazing honor of introducing our next speaker, whose only request was that I remember that this is the last time I'm going to speak to this group as a whole, so to go all Arista on them. So get ready for the longest introduction ever. Village Tech students are encouraged to iterate and make everything their own, and graduation is no different. For example, the seniors are including a special guest with their class tonight, Miss Ariana Jones. With about 6 weeks left in her senior year, Ari's family moved some distance away and she had to transfer. She has stayed in touch by FaceTiming us during her school days and making any VT events she could. I think it says a lot about the kids in this class and Village Tech as a whole that a young person who's already done with school would choose to come back and celebrate with us tonight. Thank you, Ari. Miss Ariana Jones. Another example, it's been about 20 minutes since the kids have touched their phones and they're looking a little pale. I don't want anybody to go weak or pass out, so seniors, will you please pull out your cell phones and whatever you do not make eye contact with Miss Mays. Just don't look at her at all right? Just pull out your phones, pull them out. Okay. Okay, what I'm gonna do here now is I'm gonna give you about 15 seconds to take the ultimate graduation selfie video, okay? Seniors, choose your recording platform. Okay, the rest of the village, everybody in this house, I need for you to go nuts. Guys, y'all ready? All right, 15 seconds of nuttiness. Everybody stand up and record this. Let's go wild, 15 seconds in 3, 2, 1, yeah! All right, now put them away before Maze takes my microphone and has a come to Jesus moment with us all. All right, put them away. Put them away. Graduation ceremonies are an excellent opportunity to give thanks and express gratitude, so please allow me to keep the thank you train going a little. I want to begin by thanking my senior families. Many of you have tolerated me and my emails for 5 years or more now, and that is surely worthy of congratulations. Strangely, Village Tech is going to open up again in August without a few legacy families. There's not going to be another Little Balbuena, or Langley, or Jones, or Ingram, or Perez, or Rocker in the pipeline. Many of you are leaving Village Tech with your son or daughter this evening, and before you go, I want to thank you for all the words of encouragement and support that you've always offered my teams and me personally. And for those parents like Elsa Izaghetti and Amy Patton who have made me part of your families, know that I love you and I'm grateful for all the blessings you've given me. Parents, I hope these 66 young people find a moment to truly express gratitude for your work and effort in order to get them here tonight. In fact, seniors, consider it your final assignment. I'd like to give thanks to my wife, Heather, and my kids, Isabella and Marcelino. I realize my withdrawals often outweigh my deposits during the school year, so thank you for allowing me to fulfill my calling. To the village, I want to thank you for each and every day putting up with this senior class. I know you see them wandering halls, sitting in the gallery, taking up all the breakout rooms, congregating at the help desk, just being anywhere but in an actual classroom. I promise there is learning going on. I want to recognize my team, which starts with Ms. Horner and Ms. Gray. Thank you. These brilliant, enthusiastic, and young teachers joined me this year for the senior ride. How young? I told it was Grandparents' Day. We have Grandparents' Day, and I was like, hey, Gray, why don't you invite your parents here? Since our kids, your parents are probably like the age of their grandparents. And she looked at me and said, Arista, my parents are younger than you. And I was like, oh my God. Oh, that was great. It hurt, but it was so funny. They joined me this year for this senior ride, and I want to congratulate them for the wonderful service and commitment they demonstrated for these students. They've seen my smoke and mirrors, and now they know it ain't anything special. And I definitely have so much to learn from you guys that I truly hope that you choose to take this ride with me again. I want to thank the other members of my team, Mrs. Mays, for allowing me the freedom to design the senior experience, and the people that make it all happen, Nini, Padani, Bowen, Brannon, Bustillos, Watson, Cahalan, Hogue, Alyssa, Coach Ben, Dion, Coach Kane, and my bestie Ingram, and especially Miss Heather Perry. All of these people work tirelessly and mentor and correct and advise and love your kids every day. Thank you, guys. Okay, here we go. Mama King, I'm going to ask you to bear with me. Don't Will Smith me, please. I'm going somewhere with this, I promise. I don't know where you're at. Ray, wave your hand. I love you, and bear with me. Ladies and gentlemen, I'd like to thank the class of 2022. For over 7 years now, they have proudly proclaimed the mantle of career advisors. They had amazingly high tally of teachers who quickly chose new career paths abruptly after teaching them or even while teaching them, like gone. But the seniors realized there are just as many that stayed, and there are even a handful of us that have dared repeat the mission and lived to tell the tale. This class, they are cliquish, they are dramatic, they are stubborn, they are narcissistic, they can disappoint you and push you to the point of tears, and you definitely can't have nice things around them. And they never, ever clean up after themselves. And they have Ronald. They are also the most talented group of kids I have ever seen. They are groundbreakingly smart and brilliant and wise, and they are capable of such thoughtfulness and brotherhood and compassion. They constantly surprise me and impress me and bring me joy that also brings me to tears. They are leaders. They have unlimited potential, and they are ready for the world. And they have Ronald. And they are moving on to take their talents and abilities and the things you and I taught them to places like Denton, Huntsville, Lubbock, Austin, San Marcos, San Antonio, and Oklahoma City, and as far away as Kansas, Arkansas, Colorado, Arizona, Georgia, New York, California, and even Hawaii. And I know this, they will serve their community. They will not back down from a challenge. And they will always demonstrate character. And they will make these new places better. And then they can come back and tell Ronald and I all about it. A lot of people ask me if I have a favorite. It starts early and lasts all year. Are we your favorite class? Am I your favorite? I'm your favorite, right? All right, I'm trying not to cry. The truth is, I really don't have a favorite class. I have favorite moments. I can see my ears shaking. I have favorite moments, guys. Moments that make my days, moments that make my years, and even moments that define the rest of my life. And many of those include you, young men and women, right here in front of me. I look at you, and I relive them all in my head. And I know you, and I know what you think. I know who you are. I know what each of you are capable of. And I want to continue to walk your path with each of you, but I can't. And if I could introduce every single one of you and tell this congregation everything about you, I would. But these memories and these moments are my precious memories and moments, and for me, for now, they belong right here. I know it's weird to hear a teacher tell you they love you, and you've heard it a lot from me. But it bears saying one last time before you leave me. I will miss you greatly, and I love you. But if you really made me pick a favorite, let me tell you about Ronald King. Not every class has a Ronald, and despite my jokes, that's a bad thing. This young man has graciously and consistently been there for his class. Whenever a lesson needed to be learned, or I needed to make a mock example out of somebody, or the mood of the room just needed changing, or I just needed to feel better about myself, there was Ronald to take one for the team. For 5 years, this kid has taken my sarcastic remarks and laughed and slapped hands and smiled, and not once did I get a call from Mama King to stop bullying her baby. Ronald has proven the funniest, the coolest, the kindest, the most confident young man I've ever worked with. Mr. and Mrs. King, I want to thank you for blessing us with him, and he has greatly affected everybody that he's had the opportunity to work with since his time here at Village Tech. So, if I had to pick a favorite, much like Mr. and Mrs. King, I'd pick Ronald's brother, Jordan. That felt good, Ronald. That felt good. And now, ladies and gentlemen, it is my utter honor to introduce our next speaker. Damaris Alvarado has been a shining example of a Village Tech student, someone who is driven to serve her community, to take risks, and to grow. Ms. Gray described her as a true Taurus. She's dependable, structured, humble, graceful, and a true listener. Her classmates have said she is the nicest and most caring soul you will ever meet. She exudes professionalism in every act. Her energy, work ethic, and determination are unmatched. Ms. Badani said these beautiful words about her. Damaris is captivating, unique, grounded in humility, and has an intellect that is truly rare. She is the most determined person I've ever met. She knows what she wants, and she achieves it every single time. She will never know how much I love her, and I wish I had a piece of her with me always. Dama just completed one of the greatest resumes VT has ever seen. She has contributed her angelic voice, her grace, talent, and beauty to numerous theatrical productions, ultimately bringing me to tears every time I saw her sing There Are Worse Things I Can Do when she played Rizzo in Grease. She is the president of the inaugural session of Village Tech's National Honor Society and has completed over 30 hours of college credit courses. She is also my center midfielder, a 5-year varsity soccer player and senior co-captain who competed with a tenacity and a force and a drive as great as the kindness and compassion she demonstrates daily. A compassion that drove her senior summit, which had a wonderful mission statement, but was really just to try to help ease the burdens they see me take on. I'd been thinking about a particular moment as the day approached and it finally got here. Yesterday, she walked out of my classroom for the last time. And well, at this moment, to cry in front of you, that's the worst thing that I could do. She will be attending the University of Texas at Austin in the fall. Class of 2022, I am humbled, proud, and in tears. I present to you your salutatorian, Miss Damaris Alvarado.
Thank you, Mr. Arista. Good evening, fellow graduates, family members, friends, and mentors. It is an absolute honor to speak to you all today as a salutatorian of the class of 2022. Sorry, I'm still crying. I'd first like to thank a few people because without them, I would not be on this stage. Beginning with my mom and dad, Marissa and Hector Alvarado. I have always felt your unconditional love, but I want to thank you for allowing me to be independent and grow on my own. Now the next thank you goes out to the rest of my family. Although I don't usually encourage stereotypes, my Mexican family, My Mexican family definitely has too many members for me to acknowledge individually. If I did, then we'd be here all night. So I'll just address you all as a whole. I would like to thank you guys for your your continuous praise and admiration. You were there for me, sometimes one, other times all, whenever I felt defeated, and you reminded me of my worth. You are all my continued inspiration to achieve my greatest potential. This next thank you goes out to the advisor I have known the longest, second grade to be exact. Ms. Pereni, I want to thank you for giving me numerous opportunities to express myself from choir to theater. The confidence you speak into individuals encourages them to take risks and push their limits. Mr. Arista, I'd like to thank you for not only being one of my greatest mentors, but a valued friend. Your dedication to and compassion for the people around you is unmatched. You have invested so much into each of us, and believe me, it has not gone unnoticed. I'd like to thank my amazing group of friends, Audrey, Gideon, Lindsay, Giselle, Michaela, and Crystal. I never go a day without laughing when I'm around you. And it surprises me every day how we manage to find endless amounts of conversations, most of the time about random things, but honestly, after 11 years together, how are we not bored of each other? How are we still friends? Wow, that's really love. Lastly, I'd like to thank everyone here for celebrating this special day with us. It is surreal to think that we are minutes away from walking this stage and facing the unknown future. Can you all believe it? No more discreetly hiding our phones as Miss Mays walks into the room, or smelling the whatever mystery food that would be served for lunch is cooking below us. Wow, we won't even have to hear Arista's snarky comments 4 days a week and over weekend emails. But I'd be lying if I said I'm not going to miss his humbling remarks. But if I'm being honest, I'm going to miss you all the most, the class of 2022. Now I know that might sound cheesy, but we have been together for many years, most of us since the second grade, and some of us in recent years. It's going to be weird not seeing you all every day. This fact was weighing heavily on me while I was deciding what to write for today's speech. I knew what I wanted to say to you all had to be memorable, but more importantly, useful. This was difficult, but as I reflected on myself and all of you, I settled on a few parting words of wisdom over a universal and inevitable experience that we will all face and have faced and will continue to encounter moving forward. The feeling of failure. One we are all too familiar with but never fond of. No one likes failing an exam, losing a job, being one number off on that lottery ticket, playing VT boys varsity soccer, or watching the Cowboys lose. But in all honesty, it was never my goal to be salutatorian. Don't get me wrong, standing up here today, I'm beyond grateful and proud of myself for this accomplishment. But the day that I got the news that I wasn't valedictorian, my soul was crushed. Hearing that all the work I put in over the years wasn't enough hurt. This threw a wrench in my plans for the future, and initially made me fearful of what my next steps would be. But if there is one thing I have learned during my time here at Village Tech, it is that failure is not the end. It is just an iteration. No different than any project, event, or prototype. Thank you. Someone once said, "Don't dwell on the past," and they probably also said, "History has a way of repeating itself," which should teach us that the definition of insanity is repeating the same actions and expecting a different outcome. Now, that's a crazy sentence, I know, but the point I'm trying to make is that we must not dwell on what could have been. We must instead focus on what is, analysis and reflection. I think that it was someone great like Mr. Rista or somebody who said, "Failure is not the opposite of success. It is a part of it." I'm sure he stole it, of course, but he's right. It's about the journey and what the journey teaches us for when we reach our true destination. Now, if this isn't cliche already, this next phrase will be: if you shoot for the moon and you miss, you will still reach the stars. Sometimes the goals you set for yourself will not be met, and that's normal. However, don't let that stop you from taking the risks needed to fulfill your purpose. Now, I want to leave you all with a quote, and what better person to quote than the man whose ideas laid the foundation for this school. Stephen R. Covey once said, "I am not the product of my circumstances. I am the product of my decisions." My hope for all 65 of you is that you walk out of here inspired and eager to take those chances that others might be too afraid to. What I'm trying to say to you all is that failure is nothing to be afraid of. It only proves that you tried and gives you the opportunity to do so again. Learn from failure and use it to succeed. Know that through your decisions, there is more than one way to attain your success. As long as you know who you want to be today, then you are set for tomorrow. And I can't wait to see the people you continue to become after 1,000 tomorrows. Thank you. And now it is my privilege to introduce tonight's keynote speaker. Ms. Jessica Burnham earned a BFA in Communication Designs and an MFA in Design Research and Innovation. Her professional interests lie in bringing design to unexpected places, such as civic engagement and local governance. Previously, she applied design methodologies in her role as Executive Director of the Deep Ellum Foundation by designing public safety systems for the Deep Ellum neighborhood and representing the area of the city for large products. Currently, Jessica is the Program Director and Clinical Assistant Professor of the Master of Arts in Design and Innovation, MADI, program at SMU.
What an act to follow. Good evening, and thank you so much for this opportunity to come and address this amazing graduating class from Village Tech Schools here in Duncanville. Thank you to David Williams and Elizabeth Podani for the years of friendship and support and partnership. And special thanks to Adrian Arista for your stewardship, guidance, and leadership with this whole ceremony and with everything you've done for these students over these years. When Mr. Williams asked me to consider speaking today, I was so honored and then so nervous. This is a big day that's been designed for you, a big milestone that each of you have earned. And the opportunity to get to contribute to this day is an honor, so no pressure. But in true Village Tech fashion, you all practiced what you teach, and you invited me in to learn more directly from you all, and to get a bit of a firsthand glimpse into your spaces and places that you live in before I decided what I wanted to talk about, or assuming that I thought you knew or I knew what you wanted to hear. In true Village Tech fashion, your leadership made it about you, the students, and opened your school up to me. And thankfully, a few weeks ago, when I got to come in and visit with a few of the seniors sitting here, it was not my first time at the school. Actually, Mr. Williams was one of the first people I met when I started my job as at SMU for the MADI program, the Master of Arts in Design and Innovation. It was my first month, literally 4 years ago, and we set up a partner intro lunch near campus, and we hit it off instantly. The woman that introduced us actually left early, and then we stayed and kept talking. Clearly, Mr. Williams does not work at SMU, but he made me feel like I was a part of the team there. I left, and knowing that someone like Mr. Williams was a fan of this new program that I was in charge of, instantly confirmed that I was in the right spot. It was an example of an opportunity to connect with other like-minded people, and it was strong. Our meeting that day showed me that I was going to get to work with people that saw the immense value of design in any scenario. People that believe that design is everywhere, and that more than anything, as leaders and designers, we have to put our people at the center of our designs and experiences, even if the experience is an initial conversation over a meal with a total stranger. I met Mr. Williams that day at a simple square table with a white tablecloth, and since then I've gotten to share a table with him multiple times. And that is what I'd like to talk to you about today, tables. Okay, now I'm sure you're saying, did she say tables? And did she say she worked at SMU? I'm sure they know how to pick them, huh? But just go with me for a second. When I was wrapping up my thesis in graduate school up at UNT in Denton, someone else is going there eventually, I think, I was deep in this concept that design, specifically human-centered design and design thinking, is actually a form of hospitality. I got to work with some amazing local restaurant owners and got to learn firsthand what the industry of hospitality can and should look like. It should look like tabling. I don't mean the act of holding off a conversation or tabling an idea so that we have to deal with it later. And I don't mean working in tables or charts in Excel or PowerPoint, which are fine. What I'm really talking about is this concept of tabling, or like a local pastor has defined it, the art of a slow meal at a table with people we care about. I'd like to talk about what it takes to make this happen, the significance of it happening regularly, and the opportunity it provides. So first, to engage in the act of tabling, remember, the art of a slow meal at a table with people we care about, there are several ingredients needed. First, food. Now this could be anything from a Hot Pocket to a filet mignon, but the shared experience of something like a shared meal, or even just a shared time together while you eat your own food, puts us in a posture to be more empathetic, to be more understanding, and to be more curious about one another. Food is also a necessity rooted in tradition. Just wait until you get to a new job or an internship or to college and you find out just how many different ways there are to make a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. The food we eat and the way we prepare it is a sign of our heritage, our tradition, and our culture. And we bring that with us wherever we go. So if you are being introduced to new foods or introducing others to your foods, remember that food matters and how we engage around that food matters. Second, the actual table itself is required. A structure with 1 or 4 or sometimes more legs with a flat surface on top used for multiple things. Tables as a designed artifact are an essential piece of furniture in almost any space. There are whole industries innovating and materializing different kinds of tables intended for different uses. We see the use and inclusion of a table in historic paintings from the Last Supper by Leonardo da Vinci in the 1490s, to the dinner table by Judy Chicago created in the 70s, which is a collection of 39 specific table settings set in the shape of a triangle to represent historic and mythical women and has a reference back to the Garden of Eden. But we don't have enough time to go into the full history of a table, but the point is that this essential physical pieces of a table have become commonplace and expected, which is why it's a challenge to actually notice them. So third, and I think the most important of all, is that in order to actually table, you need the people around it. One thing I love about this idea is that at a table, in and of itself, is actually never complete. and it is not able to complete its functional requirements on its own. It can be the most ornate and beautifully crafted piece of artwork or a very simple folding table, but for a table to table, it needs people. It needs human interaction to come around it, to engage with it, and to use it. Without the people we care about around the table, it just becomes a desk or a counter or maybe just a shelf. The engagement between people is required for a table to do its job. This, to me, is what brings this all together. It's a direct example of design in and around our lives that is begging to be experienced. Without human involvement, without your involvement, it's not doing anything but sitting there and taking up space. Okay, so we've established this whole concept of tabling. I think we got the point. So I want to I would hope that you'd see that the milestones and memories that a table and tabling encourages. There will be a historic moment in your life when you get your very first table at your own home. And we didn't get our own table until this year, and it was a big deal. There will be all sorts of new tables in new spaces. Some of you will go off to an internship, a new job, to college, or stay home. And in all of those spaces, I hope you notice and see the new and the old tables that mark those milestones now that you're graduating. Those tables aren't the same because you are not the same. They may be familiar, but you are always growing and changing. We also need to recognize that with something as entrenched in our traditions and culture as a table, especially the shared experience of eating around a table with people we care about, there will be a sad and hard milestone of a first meal without some of our loved ones. The hardest will be and has been when family and friends are not at our table because of the pandemic or a mass shooting or other instant tragedies. It's our job to mourn and grieve those that are missing, but to also honor and remember them and how much they brought to the table and how much they influenced the way that you might go on to table in the future. These milestones will inevitably include some kind of tables and will hopefully remind you of your humanity and the need for you to invite others in. And finally, I want to invite you to see the opportunity that a table creates. You have already and will continue to be invited to all sorts of tables in the coming months and years. Some of these will be professional, some of these will be personal and social, but no matter what the occasion, you will be invited. Just like I was invited in with Mr. Williams that first month of my new job. And when you are invited in, I encourage you to claim your seat and to claim your power in that seat that you bring to the table. Whether you see it or not, whether you feel it or not, it is yours to claim. I also want to encourage you to see the differences you can make by not just taking your seat at the table, but by speaking up at the table and contributing to the table. We want to hear your voices, your thoughts, and your ideas. We need you to contribute. We need you to see the opportunities to influence, to challenge, to speak truth, to offer grace, and to show us a new way. We want to know your way. Movements have started around a kitchen table. Fights for social justice has started around a shared meal. And calls to action and letters of support have been written around a table. So there will be tables in your future, and you have a chance to reframe the mundane, expected use of a table. You get to claim your seat and contribute. You get to change the course of action with what happens at that table. I hope you see this as an opportunity to move into intentionally and thoughtfully. I hope you see this as an invitation to bring yourself to the table as you are and as you hope to be, and not just as what you think someone else might expect you to be. So please notice. Notice the tables you're already invited to. Notice the different types of tables you'll get to interact with, and take hold of the opportunities that are before you because of that table. It will be so exciting to see the tables you'll get invited to in the coming years, but more importantly, know that everyone that is here to support you, and dramatic pause, take a look at each other, meaningful eye contact around. Everyone that is here to support you will be honored to be invited to your table and by you to the experiences that you create. So thank you and congratulations on a job well done, and here's to some great tabling in the future.
Good evening. All of this talk about phones, and I need to get my phone out, guys. Sorry. I don't want to hear it. I already know. As soon as I find, okay. I do love you lots. Mr. Williams? Was that thunder? Okay. Okay. I thought it was me breathing.
It's you. It's all you.
Oh my gosh. Yeah, I was like, oh my gosh. It never gets easier, but I didn't think it was that. Okay.
It's that power.
Yeah. Mr. Williams, it gives me great pleasure to stand here this evening to attest to you that this 5th graduating class of Village Tech Schools, well, they haven't quite graduated yet. The 5th senior class of Village Tech Schools has fulfilled all of the requirements of the Village Tech Schools and School Board, along with the great state of Texas. Superintendent Williams, please accept my recommendation. Okay. That these students be named, I'm going slow intentionally to drag this out for you all, as graduates of Village Tech Schools.
Mrs. Mays, I accept your recommendation.
All right, now comes my favorite part of the evening. Everybody make sure you have what you need before you come up to the stage. Let's make some noise, everybody. The valedictorian of the class of 2022, Nicole Iwala. Nicole is the daughter of Darian and Genevieve Iwala. Nicole was on the CAFO Senior Summit team. She was an AP Scholar and National Honor Society member. She completed 40 dual credit hours. Nicole is going to attend the University of Texas at Dallas and major in actuarial science. Nicole Iwala. The Salutatorian of the class of 2022, Damaris Alvarado. Damaris is the daughter of Marissa and Hector Alvarado. She is a founding student and and has participated in theater, was the co-captain of the girls' varsity soccer team, was elected president of the National Honor Society, completed 30 college credit hours, and received a distinguished perfect score in her defense. Damaris would like to dedicate all of her accomplishments to her abuela, and she knows she is watching over her. She will attend the University of Texas at Austin to obtain a degree in communications. Damaris Alvarado. Noah Reed Hevron. Noah is the son of Lance and Sherry Hevron. He has been able to find his voice through many meaningful roles in the Village Theater program and his stint on the morning announcement team. He plans to continue following his passions for history and theater through study at Dallas College and with the intent to transfer to a 4-year university. Noah Reed Hevron. Riley Ray Angelo. Riley is the daughter of Stephanie and Eric Angelo. She has been at Village Tech since 2020 and has participated in theater as the artistic director, was on the volleyball team, has designed and painted murals through Village Tech School's Spirit Team Muse. She was a member of the National Honor Society and received a distinguished perfect score on her senior defense. Riley plans to attend a university and continue following her passion in visual arts. Riley Ray Angelo. Marine thing under. PTO. There you go. That's good. Omar Arvizu. Omar is the son of Jose de Jesus Arvizu and Esmelda Sarmiento. He is a founding student. He was a member of the high school varsity soccer team since 8th grade and the Viper Auto team this year. On June 27th, he will be enlisting in the United States Marine Corps. Omar Arvizu. George Balbuena. George is the son of George and Carlotta Balbuena. He is graduating as a founding student of Village Tech Schools. His list of accomplishments include being a student ambassador and being part of the National Honor Society. He will attend the University of Texas at Arlington, where he'll study finance. George Balbuena. Brooke Noelle Bowen. Brooke is the daughter of David and Julia Bowen. Brooke is a founding student who has participated in softball and completed 21 college credit hours. She is a member of the National Honor Society, VT Park City Dog Park, and received a distinguished perfect score in her defense. Brooke will be attending Sam Houston State University to major in criminal justice. Brooke would like to thank her mom for pushing her each and every day. She would not be where she is today without the love and support from her mom, brother, and sister. Brooke Noelle Bowen. Wait. Maya Brashear. Maya is the daughter of Amy Brashear. Today, she is graduating and continuing her journey through education. She is going to Wichita State University to get her bachelor's in Earth and Space Science for secondary education. Maya Brashear. Theron Brown II. Our local artist is the son of Sonia and Theron Brown Sr. Theron has achieved many things growing up, from making clothes to painting murals. He helped found Village Tech's first school spirit team, Muse, which focused on elevating our school through visual and graphic media. Theron hopes to become a visual development artist and will be taking his talents to the Savannah College of Art and Design. Theron Brown II. Sarah Camarillo. Sarah is the daughter of Letty and Michael Camarillo. For her senior year, Sarah was part of the Park City Dog Park Summit team. She has had many accomplishments while being at VT and is excited about her future. Sarah will be attending Dallas College to obtain an associate's degree to become a diagnostic medical sonographer. Sarah Camarillo. Wait. Emilio Cotto. Emilio is the son of Jose Cotto and Yeni Tahulang. He was a member of the soccer team and track teams, a VT student aide for Senior Summit. He plans on pursuing a career in law enforcement and will be attending Sam Houston State University to major in criminal justice. Emilio Cotto. Elizabeth Alana Cervantes. Alana is the daughter of Silma and Michael Cervantes. Alana has attended Village Tech since the 8th grade. She has been part of the varsity soccer and volleyball teams for 3 years. Alana plans to continue her studies at Navarro College to pursue a career in physical therapy. Elizabeth Alana Cervantes. Shanae Clados. Shanae is the daughter of Eddie and Luz Clados. Shanae has achieved many things, including being a member of VT Helping Hands. She will be attending Dallas College to seek a business degree as well as earn her license in real estate. Shanae Clados. Jordan Culbertson. Jordan is the son of Jeff and Connie Culbertson. He is a founding student. He played on the varsity soccer team and has earned the rank of Eagle Scout in his troop. He has plans to go into trade school and join the workforce. Jordan Culbertson. Kimora Culpepper. Kimora is the daughter of Nicole McGrew and Kivalin Culpepper. She joined VT in 2019 and was part of the varsity softball team and Helping Hands. With the short time she has been here, she has had many accomplishments. She will move on to study psychology at Texas Women's University. Kimora Culpepper. Mayla Dorsey. Mayla is the daughter of Sunflower Ladd and Otay Dorsey. She has been a Forge aide this year, giving her the opportunity to grow in her collaboration skills. She will be attending the University of Colorado to begin her journey of becoming a psychiatrist. Mayla Dorsey. Joe Anthony Falcon. Joe is the son of Joe and Maida Falcon and is a founding student. This year, he was a member of UV Productions and won first in District for Forensics. Science with the Skills USA. Joe will attend Navarro College to gain an Associate's of Science to explore his options, but has his sights to be an aircraft power plant technician. Joe Anthony Falcon. Christopher Ford. Chris is the son of Anthony and LaShonda Ford. Although this kid had a real rough start, he has shown us time and time again that a little push can go a long way. A heavy procrastinator throughout, he demonstrated that even in the face of certain defeat, he still finds a way to hang on and pull through. Chris Ford. Zaria Lazira Franklin. Zaria is the daughter of Ronald Franklin and Kamisha Moore. Zaria started attending VT in 2018 while also joining the volleyball team. She will first be attending El Centro to become a registered dental hygienist and then Navarro College to receive a real estate license. Zaria Lazira Franklin. Elizabeth Jade Friedman. Elizabeth is the granddaughter of Rick and Patricia Cope. She is proud of her time and accomplishments here at VT. She will be attending Dallas Baptist University for nursing. Elizabeth Jade Friedman. Maximiliano Garcia. Max is the son of Juvano Garcia and Alicia Muro. He's been at VT for 7 years. He is proud of the accomplishments he made and the challenges he's overcome. He is currently undecided on his career path, but is looking forward to find out what's next. Maximiliano Garcia. Perla Denise Garcia. Perla is the daughter of Perla and Nadi Garcia. She plans on attending Dallas College to study nursing and will take care of Mr. Arista in his old age. Perla Denise Garcia. Toribio Richie Gomez. Richie is the son of Toribio and Gabriela Gomez. He came to VT his freshman year and has played football and basketball and ran cross country. Richie will be joining the workforce while studying for his commercial driver's license. Toribio Richie Gomez. Lucia Gonzalez. Lucia is the daughter of Maggie Gonzalez and David Wheatley. She is proud of all her accomplishments at VT and how her confidence grew since she came in 2019. She was a part of the Summit Group, Seventh Sense, and she's contributed her love for cooking. She is planning on enrolling in a cooking program and attend culinary school. Lucia Gonzalez. Julio Gerardo Guerra. Julio is the son of Julio Alonso Guerra and Sandra Marie Torres. He's been at VT since 2014. The long journey has crafted him into an aspiring screenplay writer. He is also a part of the Cola Club. Julio will be taking a year off to grow, write, and figure out what's next for him. Julio Gerardo Guerra. Michaela Faye Hastings. Michaela is the daughter of Corey Hastings, and she's been at VT for 7 years and has made many great friends. She has accumulated over 28 dual credit hours and will be attending the University of Houston to pursue a major in biology, with hopes of becoming an obstetrician gynecologist. Michaela Faye Hastings. Amber Marie Hawkins. Amber is the daughter of Alex Hawkins. From small wildlife Alaska to big city Dallas, Amber came to VT her freshman year. VT has let her start her senior summit Genesis and has her passion for forensic psychology. She will be attending Northern Arizona University, and she would like to thank her family for always supporting and giving her their wisdom. Amber Marie Hawkins. Lindsay Marie Hare. Lindsay is the daughter of Mike and Maria Hare. She is a founding student. She was a part of the girls' varsity soccer team since 8th grade. She wasn't just a part, she was girls' varsity soccer goalie forever and always will be, and a member of the National Honor Society. She is very proud of all her accomplishments here at VT and is excited about her future and will be attending the University of Oklahoma to major in meteorology. Lindsay Marie here. Jenna Hope Ingram. Jenna is the daughter of Andy and Shauna Ingram. She had attended Village Tech since 2015 and has been a part of Village Tech Theater since the opening show of Annie. Jenna will be attending the King's College in New York to major in media, culture, and arts. Jenna Hope Ingram. Chelsea Iwala. Chelsea is the daughter of Damian and Genevieve Iwala. Chelsea attended this school in 9th grade and was on the soccer team since then. She is a great student and is looking forward to her future. She's looking forward to attend Arizona State University online and major in health sciences so that she can pursue a career in nutrition and fitness. Chelsea Iwala. Cameron Neal Jones. Cameron is the son of Chad and Nikosha Jones. Cameron is a founding student at Village Tech. He worked tirelessly for the Viper Auto team and will be attending Texas State Technical College to become an automotive mechanic and open his own business. Cameron Neal Jones. Charles Jones. Charles is the son of Charles and Alicia Jones, and Charles has acquired many skills while being at VT. He plans to go to the University of Texas at Arlington to pursue his career in being a video game designer. Charles Jones. Ronald King. Ronald is the son of Jasmine and Ronald King. He is also Mr. Arista's favorite student. And he wanted me to mention that he was the 2022 prom king. Don't forget it. He is funny and a great guy that always likes to make new friends, and he is proud of the accomplishments he has achieved here and can't wait to see what's in store for him next. Ronald King. Amaya Kish. Amaya is the daughter of Karen and Michael Kish. She is very loving and passionate and excited to attend the CCI Training Center in the fall to become a pharmacy technician and later to become a children's minister at church. Amaya Kish. Crystal Cruz. Crystal is the daughter of Alicia Barbas and Nolan Ciccione. She will forever be remembered as Pickle because of her senior defense, and she plans on attending school online for real estate. Crystal Cruz. Avery Langley. Avery is the son of Charles and Barbara Langley. He is proud of the accomplishments he made over the years at VT, and he is currently undecided on his career path, but is looking forward to find out what's next. Avery Langley. Marissa Lee. Marissa is the daughter of Memory Lee. After audio engineering at her church for 6 years, she will be going to Dallas College at Cedar Valley to get a degree in recording technology. Marissa Lee. Emily Nicole Lopez. Emily is the daughter of Vanessa and Andre Lozano and Pablo Lopez. She joined VT in 2017 and completed her summit as a member of the women's empowerment group Our Own. Emily will be studying for her real estate license. Emily Nicole Lopez. Christopher Lyons. Chris is the son of Julie and Lewis Lyons. He has achieved his goal of graduating from VT and will continue his path by joining the workforce and attending Dallas College to take care of his basics. Chris Lyons. Yasmin Marchand. Yasmin is the daughter of Gerardo and Martha Marchand. Yasmin has attended Village Tech since she was in the 8th grade and has grown a lot throughout these years. She wants to thank her parents for their support and all of their sacrifice to help her get to where she is today. She will be attending the University of North Texas in Denton to major in business. Yasmin Marchand. Keyshawn McCray. Keyshawn is the son of Kim McCray and Anthony Jackson. He is a charismatic person full of energy and flow. He enjoys like you crumpled this all up. He enjoys making everyone laugh and is outgoing. He is a very old school, but he speaks what is on his mind. He has made an impact on all of our lives. Keyshawn hopes to study marine biology at Texas A&M Galveston. Keyshawn McCray. Sydney Medlock. Sydney is the daughter of George and Shaniqua Medlock. She, along with her team, created a women's empowerment project for young girls. She will be attending the University of North Texas and majoring in psychology. She will be focusing on obtaining her doctorate in clinical psychology. Sydney Medlock. Amaje Miles. Amaje is the daughter of Shannon and Gilbert Miles. Amaje is a wonderful artist and proud of achieving her goal to graduate from Village Tech. She is looking forward to explore her next steps while joining the workforce. Amaje Miles. Sydney Janice Miller. Sydney is the daughter of Ramel and Tamra Miller. She is the first student at Village Tech High to simultaneously earn both a high school diploma and Associates of Science from Dallas College. She is graduating number 3 in her class and is attending the 3rd top-ranked public institution, the University of California, San Diego, in the fall to major in structural, mechanical, and electrical engineering. She wants to thank her mother, sisters, Grammy, and family for support all along the way. Sydney Janice Miller. Juliet Morales. Juliet is the daughter of Elizabeth and Philip Morales. She is proud of her accomplishments here at VT and is currently undecided on her career path. But she is looking forward to what's next. She wants to thank her parents for always believing in her no matter what. Juliet Morales. Brandon Moreno. Brandon is the son of the Moreno family. He will be attending UTA to study computer science and minor in film. Brandon will be working as a video editor for the UTA news team, as well as pursuing a career in game development. Brandon Moreno. Michaela Alicia Musquez. Michaela is the daughter of Lisa Musquez. She has attended Village Tech since 2017 and has enjoyed her time as a member in VT Theater. She's going on to attend Navarro College and then transfer to Texas A&M to study veterinary medicine. Michaela Alicia Musquez. Samantha Rochelle Olivar. Samantha is the daughter of Latana Coates and Kane Olivar. Samantha has been at VT since 9th grade and has grown greatly over the years. She has a love of dance, art, animals, and dinosaurs. Samantha will be working toward becoming a daycare veterinarian. Samantha Rochelle Olivar. Audrey Patton. Audrey is the daughter of Jay and Amy Patton. She is a founding student and has starred in many Village Tech Theater productions. She has played varsity soccer for 8 years and was co-team captain this season. She is a founding member of our National Honor Society and served as treasurer. Audrey is graduating in the top 5 of her class with 30 college credits, completing 2 semesters of college. She wants to thank her brother for being her biggest supporter and her best friend. Audrey will be attending the University of Texas at Austin. Audrey Patton. Giselle Elizabeth Alexandra Perez. Giselle is the daughter to Albert and Elsa Izaguirre and Richard and Lisa Perez. She is a founding student who was part of VT Theater, vice president of NHS, varsity soccer, and head of the yearbook club, and has a passion for sharks and photography, and being top 10%. She has earned nearly $500,000 in scholarships across 18 college acceptances, but is blessed to announce her commitment to St. Mary's University, where she will be studying environmental science as a rattler. Giselle Elizabeth Alexandra Perez. Kathleen Grace Perez Rangel. Kathleen is the daughter of Alfredo and Goretti Perez. She is a founding student of Village Tech. She will be attending the Hawaii Pacific University in Honolulu to study nursing. She's a member of NHS, leader of the 7th Sense Summit Group, perfect score in her senior defense, and thanks her mom and dad for all their help, and it is an honor, and is here to honor her mom after passing in 2020. Miss Kathleen Grace Perez Rangel. Jaden Perry. Jaden is the proud son of Jason and Heather Perry. Jaden is a founding student, and now that his story at Village Tech comes to a close, he plans to study auto mechanics at Texas State Technical College with plans to eventually start his own business. Jaden Perry. Tristan Platts. Tristan is the son of Tim and Rachel Platts. Tristan is proud of his achievements here at VT, and after VT is looking forward to exploring his next steps in order to become a welder. Tristan Platts. Aiden Pritchard. Aiden is the son of Derek and Tiffany Pritchard. He has been at VT since 2015 and has participated in cross country for 3 of those years. He plans to attend Harding University, where he will pursue his passions for art and philosophy. Aiden Pritchard. Kylie Bryn Ramchatsing. Kylie is the daughter of Terry Salazar and Gals Ramchatsing. She is a founding student at Village Tech, and Kylie will be attending Texas Christian University to major in criminal justice and minor in psychology. Kylie Bryn Ramchatsing. Sarah Rocker. She is the child of Chad and Shelby Rocker and is a founding student at Village Tech. Sarah is currently an apprentice at a tattoo shop and plans on going to Dallas College to get a degree in business management in hopes of opening her own shop in the future. Sarah Rocker. Dylan Rodriguez. Dylan is the son of John and Adriana Rodriguez and has attended Village Tech since 2015 and is planning to attend the Bombardier Aviation Apprenticeship through Texas State Technical College. Dylan Rodriguez. Anna Salas. Anna is the daughter of Lisa and Salvador Salas. She will be attending the University of Texas at Arlington for computer science and is planning to pursue software development and information technology. Anna hopes to attain a career dealing with programming and data analysis. Anna Salas. Sanai Quinette Samples. Sanai is the daughter of Mr. Craig Samples and Miss Valencia Derrick. She will be attending Texas Tech University in pursuit of architecture and getting a dual degree in civil engineering. Yes, Lubbock is a long way, but she knows she has a strong support back at home. Sanai Quinette Samples. Did it, man. Gael Sanchez. Gael is the son of Margarita Sanchez and a founding student. He is a leader of the Esports Summit team and the captain of the varsity boys soccer team. He will be entering the workforce and will be focusing on starting his own business. Gael Sanchez. Deontay Sharp. Deontay is the son of Caressa White and Shabazz Foster. He loves crafting things in the workshop and playing video games. Deontay will be attending the University of Texas at Arlington to get his bachelor's degree in computer science to pursue his career of a video game developer. Deontay Sharp. Quinn Sykes. Quinn is the child of Evelyn and Randy Derrick and has led many teams to benefit many different aspects around the school. Quinn is attending Texas State University to study wildlife biology. Quinn Sykes. Jaden Renee Strickland. Jaden is the proud daughter of Kim Myers and Lonnie Strickland. Jaden is proud to be achieving her goal of graduating from Village Tech, and she'll be attending Navarro College in Corsicana to receive her associate's degree in cosmetology. Jaden hopes to open her own shop one day. Jaden Renee Strickland. Luca Ray Vitrup. Luca is the son of Oriana and Trey Vitrup. He has left a long-lasting mark on our school through painting murals with Muse. Luca will be attending Ogle in order to earn his cosmetology license. Luca Ray Vitrup. Marshall Wallace. Marshall is the son of Benjamin and Patricia Wallace. He is a founding student of Village Tech and a member of Village Tech Theater. He is planning on attending the University of Texas at Arlington to pursue business and psychology. He hopes to grow his own small business someday and create more connections. Marshall Wallace. Ariana Nevea Jones. Ariana is the daughter of Valerie Johnson and Mark Jones and has attended Village Tech since 9th grade. She has progressed a lot over these past 4 years and has many great achievements, including being our varsity captain of the Dancing Pearls and our 2022 prom queen. She wants to thank her parents and family for encouraging and supporting her on the way to adulthood, and she will be attending the University of North Texas and majoring in business. Ariana Jones. Ladies and gentlemen, the class of 2022.
All right, one more time for the class of 2022. My name is Elizabeth Podani, and I have the absolute honor of introducing the next speaker. So as you've seen, the class of 2022, they are quite special and unique. They are full of characters, artists, performers, photographers, intellectuals, athletes, designers, gamers, creatives, and most of all, close friends. Today, I have the honor of introducing one of those graduates. You might know this young man as the young man who served as a senior patrol leader or a chaplain in his Boy Scout troop of 520, or the young man who just celebrated the accomplishment of becoming an Eagle Scout. Maybe you saw him riding his bike from the old campus at Parkerville all the way to Daniel Dell. You might remember the time that he took over Mr. Basinger's airplay and jammed along to his eclectic playlist that has everything from Spider-Verse to the Muppets. Perhaps like Miss Wolf, you love his candor, his great hair, and his ability to win an argument without trying very hard. And if you ever sat through history class with him, or Ingram, or Stewart, or even maybe Heathman, you most definitely heard his thoughtful questions and inquiries because after all, history is serious business. Maybe you remember the time that he tried to blow out the match in Mr. Seibert's chemistry class while having his mask on. Mr. Henson remembers him as a young man who thinks before he speaks, and that if you listen carefully, you can hear the wheels of his mind turning, because he seems to have an inherent understanding that words matter, not because they communicate facts, but because they leave a mark on someone's heart. Personally, I'm never gonna forget his 16th birthday, where we all lined, well, not we, where 16 boys and girls lined up to kiss him on the cheek. If you asked Mr. Joe, he would say that this student, you would know this student based off of his strength of character, that he's genuinely kind and cares about everyone around him. And he's definitely not the same kid he was many years ago. And some of you might only know him by voice. I mean, if you've ever walked past a Village Tech bathroom, chances are you heard his voice echoing down the hallways. Perhaps it's his intellect you recognize, the guy who always seems to have a fact or an important piece of random history or trivia to add or contribute to a conversation. He might have also been the sassy cowboy hat-wearing principal in Miss Nelson is Missing, or the eccentric inventor of Maurice and Beauty and the Beast, or as Mr. Ingram says, the lovable snowman who just wants a hug. Maybe he played your favorite character in Grease. I mean, after all, he played both Danny and Kinnicky. Many of his peers remember him as a leader. He was the director of Hairspray the Musical, where he sat and watched the story be told with truth, honesty, and bravery. And that's what won him the Dandy for overall Best Director. But if you're like Mr. Stewart, you might remember his most recent attempt at the lock-in, where he gave love and care to an egg ball mud baby thing while hiding under the deck during an intense match of hide-and-go-seek. But to Jenna Ingram and Damaris, he's always gonna be the guy that sneezed in Sarah Rocker's mouth. That happens. To him, he's the guy who ended his high school career exactly as designed, scoring a perfect score on his senior defense and being the first recipient of the Second Act Scholarship, receiving $5,000 to help him achieve the goal of attending Dallas College, majoring in social studies with a focus in theater. I asked 20 different people to tell me their favorite thing about this student, and the most common answers were his integrity, his character, his humility, and his ability to always be kind. I think his sister Grace said it best. She loves that he goes out of his way to find the person that doesn't have a group and includes them. He's just the kindest, most thoughtful person ever. And honestly, if you've ever heard his loud, very distinctive chuckle, then you know it is my absolute honor and privilege to introduce the class representative of 2022, Mr. Noah Reed Heverin.
Good evening, everyone. It is truly an honor to be standing up here tonight as we cross this significant threshold. Now, as you may notice by looking at the program for tonight, I'm among the last speakers of the ceremony, as well as the last student to speak. So firstly, I would like to give one last thank you to the previous speakers, and I would like to give a round of applause to the staff, parents, siblings, guardians, friends, and mentors that have proven that we are no strangers to love and support. Now here comes the daunting part. I, in a way, have been given the task with providing the final words on this particular graduating class that I have had the pleasure to be a part of, which is a task that I do not take lightly. I have thought about this speech for the past few weeks, considering what moments I wanted to include in it, whether that be the friendly acts of vandalism and property damage that include accidentally shattering Mr. Ingram's window during a rowdy game of Six Square, burying Mr. Arista's prized Spider-Man figure that included, how many? 127 points of articulation. He kept stressing that point. Or maybe the undeniable funny instances of Brandon purchasing a large box of Hot Pockets on a school trip that ended up being about the only form of nourishment they had throughout the entire several-day outing. Or the characteristically enlightened decision from Aiden to stick his hand into an anthill. Now, though these moments are admittedly hilarious and paint an entertaining picture of the sort of shenanigans we got up to over the course of our time here, these wacky moments aren't what define us in my eyes. Over the course of our time here, our class has grown to exemplify the ideas of individuality and initiative. Around the school, we might be the class that is considered to be the most world-ready, which is, at this moment, a comfort. I can say without a doubt that most of us, either through circumstances outside of our control or through our own personal decisions, were persuaded to go out and brave the world through jobs and internship opportunities that gave us a taste of the world outside of Village Tech. Through these experiences, we found the potential for dedication and honor through hard work, while also learning to defend ourselves when no one else was around to do so. Now, these are extremely important skills that I would not see many thriving people live without, but there is a universal truth that I believe is worth speaking on. In all of my years at Village Tech, I have learned a primary truth in that you cannot go as far without others. It took me a while to realize such a thing, and it is, in a way, disappointing. After all the talk and desire to be independent that is built up in us from a young age by those around us and society at large, the last thing many of us want is the need to rely on others. But as I grew and was able to see Village Tech be represented well by all those who taught and received its message, as well as those around me who grew into the people that I am proud to call my peers. The idea that the strongest accomplish things alone sort of faded away. At Village Tech and among y'all, I was able to witness the greatest accomplishments be achieved through empathy and compassion for others. Now please understand that whenever I say this, my intention with this message is not to hold you back by saying that you can't look at yourself and make changes and decisions based off of your own beliefs. In fact, I think that is one of the best ways to live your life in a fulfilling way. But I am asking you not to underestimate the value of the people you care about and the people who care about you and those who are willing to help you along your way. And as a result of all this time that we have spent here, whether we were here from the very beginning or joined just last year, whenever I look back at the memories of my high school years, I don't think the memories of the time that I spent alone working will be the true standouts. I think the memories that we are all able to share will be the ones that make the greatest impact. Thank you, the class of 2022, for making such an impression.
Thank you, Noah. Parents and families, thank you for the opportunity to be part of your child's life. Thank you for making our village a special place. Some of these graduates started as fourth graders here at Village Tech. What a gift. We owe it to you. Village Tech faculty, staff, and administration, as always, this is your beautiful work. Well done, and thank you. To our board of directors, thank you for your time and talents and making uncertain times feel steady. Thank you for your commitment to our vision, mission, and values. Jessica Burnham, thank you for speaking with your actions as much as your words. You are one of the good ones making this world better, piece by piece. And now seniors, in recognition of earning your diplomas, it is time to move your tassels from the right to the left. This movement of your tassels from one side to the other, it's hip to be sure, standing here with one another. Hip to be in agreement or hold a casual cool. To be informed of the latest ideas, things you might learn in school. Hip and not the pressure like a drip, drip, drip that'll never stop. Pressure that'll tip, 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 till, hold on, full stop. We were talking about the latest ideas, developments, or predicaments, like a pandemic that didn't seem so imminent until it was. It's been indiscriminate in its dissonance without equivalent, and we unwilling participants felt an imprisonment until we held ambivalence and then indifference, and now what was virulent seems almost militant, and you might ask, but wasn't I innocent? Or you might say, Mr. Williams, we all remember this. Tonight is supposed to be a commencement, an act of beginning, a story about us all winning because high school just finished the 9th inning. And you're right, but I can't help but acknowledge the breaking. Not to remind us of what the world might be taking, but of all the things you are making. It is the cracks, not the windows, that let the light in, then out, then in, like breathing again and again. And you, graduates, don't stop believing in good stories and a morning's glory, because the sun will come out. It's migratory.